the autumn of 1888, a shadow fell over London, a living darkness born in the slums of Whitechapel. A district of over 900,000 souls crammed into a festering labyrinth of poverty and despair. Here, women like Mary Ann Nichols fought for survival, invisible to the world that passed them by. On the last night of August, she stepped out to earn a few pennies for a bed. She walked into the fog and vanished. Her body was found in a stable gateway at 3:45 a.m. The cold was the first clue. But the second clue was the cut, a wound of such savage depth, it spoke of a terrifying new purpose. The killer left no fingerprints, no witnesses, only a signature written in blood. The press seized the story, feeding a public frenzy. They gave the monster his first name, Leather Apron. The fear was a seed taking root. But for the women of Whitechapel, the work could not stop. 8 days later, Annie Chapman was found. The violence had escalated. The message was becoming clearer. The police were overwhelmed. Their methods were for brawlers and thieves, not a phantom. Then, a letter arrived at the Central News Agency. It was signed with a new name, a name that would echo through history. Jack the Ripper. The name was published. The legend was born. The public now knew the legend, but Elizabeth Stride knew the man. On one night, September 30th, the phantom struck twice. Elizabeth Stride was his prelude. On one
Catherine
night,
Eddowes
September
was his
30th,
masterpiece.
The
His
phantom
work
was
was
no
no
longer
longer
just
just
murder.
Elizabeth
Elizabeth Stride
dissection.
was his prelude. He left a clue, a taunt, chalked on a wall next to a piece of his victim's apron. And in a decision that would haunt the case forever, the message was destroyed. Mary Jane Kelly was different, younger, beautiful. She still had a flicker of a future. On November 9th, the killer found a locked room, a private canvas, and he created his final, unspeakable horror. The investigation descended into farce. Bloodhounds failed. Suspects numbered in the thousands. The police were hunting a ghost. He was in the silence between heartbeats, the shadow that moved when you looked away. The city turned on itself. Vigilante mobs roamed, and every man was a potential monster. The police knew they had failed. The weight of 5 unsolved murders was a stain that would never wash out. And then he stopped. The letters ceased. The violence ended, not with an arrest, but with a silence. He took their lives, but we gave him his name. We created the legend of Jack the Ripper. And then was simply gone, leaving behind only stories and a warning from the shadows.